What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Cece and this is my lifestyle channel where I post a lot of silk and Sonder content and lifestyle content as well. Be sure to drop a comment below to let me know you stopped by, and of course check out my link and code down below for you guys if you want to get 15% off your first subscription. If you're new here, this is my preview before the pin for silk and Sonder, so you can get a glimpse into what's included and what you'd be getting if you decide to subscribe for the month of November. So for the month of November, I absolutely love this color. Also, the theme for the month is compassion. Honestly, love the themes of the month. Definitely gives you something else to focus on. So let's flip to the first page. My fingers are broken. Okay, so here we go. First two pages. On the right-handed page, you're gonna have, in case of loss, please return to, and you can jot your information there. I do also like that they now have a lot of QR codes, just so you can scan it and easily, connect with others through Silk and Sonder. There's a QR code for the app, so definitely check that out if you're interested. I've also done a video on the app, and I actually do really enjoy the app. And then here on the right-handed page, we're gonna have the index here, and it's gonna have the page corresponding with what's on that page. Pretty straightforward. Like any other index, which is really cool. If you wanted to flip forward, you're looking for something particular. And then up here, you're gonna have the month with this beautiful flower wreath. So beautiful, I love the color. I love flowers, I love floral, I love the colors they choose every single month. So this is something I always look forward to seeing how they switch it up color-wise. And down below, you're gonna have a calendar index as well. So it's gonna have the page number, which week of the year, and also the dates. So you know where to flip through if you need to flip through really quickly. Super convenient, set up very nicely. And then as well here we have the notes, and this has a little area right here for you to put your page number and whatever's on that page if you need to add anything to your own personal index. On to page 2 and 3. On the second page, we have a letter from the creator Meha welcoming November and the theme of the month. Typically, this is just a very current letter about how they came up with the theme, maybe something that she's going through. I love this. It makes me feel very connected with the brand and what's going on, and kind of get a glimpse into what made them choose the theme for the month. On page 3, we have an instruction sheet, which is relatively straightforward. You guys, every planner is going to come with this. If you're new, don't worry. Every planner does have this. It just shows you how to get the most out of your wellness journal. Just giving you instructions how to use all the trackers and things like that. Oops. Okay, so on page 4 and 5, page 4 is an overview of the year, you guys. So you can just kind of see dates ahead if you need to see if anything's coming up, check in with anything. You do have that available in this planner as well. On page 5, we have a full calendar for the month. They're about square inch boxes, which are a little small, but for me, they work out perfectly fine. I'll put, less detail here, be more vague, and go into more detail on the day-to-day, week-to-week calendar. Flower accents you'll see throughout match, as I said, the colors on the front of the planner. Page 6 and 7 is just a future log, something I absolutely really love, you guys. I just love using this to plan tentative events or jot down anything that's possibly coming up in the next 4 months. It gives you lots of space to do that here on the side and even on the calendar here. And again, it's just gonna be the next 4 months, so you can kind of glance ahead, jot anything down, or just see if you're free for an event or something. I love having the space to do that here in this planner as well. And what I love to do as well, so this is the month of November, right? Anything I have for December here, and then when I get my December planner, I'll refer to this first before I fill out, my big calendar. And I just love that setup because it works really well for me. Page 8 and 9, another some of my favorite parts of these planners. October reflections. Review your last month before setting your intentions for the upcoming one. So you're gonna review your last month and you're gonna go over your October wins, your October hiccups, your October favorite moments, your October hard moments, and then what do you want to stop, start, and continue. You're gonna go through that before you set your November intentions. So this says a new month, a new you. Setting intentions is not making a to-do list. It's asking something of yourself and then giving yourself the strength to do it. I absolutely love this, you guys. They have great categories, pretty much covers every area of my life. You can fill out every single box. You can fill out only one box, whatever suits you. I love just having this as a blueprint, as a outline to really make it what I will every single month. Some months I'm feeling it, some months I'm not, and I just love having the flexibility. Alrighty, so page 10 and 11, mood tracker, habit tracker. These are definitely always one of my favorite parts of these planners. If this is not your first video, then I absolutely love this part of the planner. I think our moods are just so important to track and to check in with ourselves and to have that internal conversation maybe about why we're feeling a certain way. So being able to track your moods, maybe if you're tracking your cycle as well, you can see how that correlates with your moods. I just love to fill this out and look back, it always looks really cool. And then for the habit tracker, one thing I love to say is habits make us who we are and also who we're not. Lack of habits, can make us who we're not. And, I love to put habits here that really help me to be the best version of myself. If you're trying to incorporate new habits, this is a perfect way to do that, to see how you're doing, and maybe you can adjust the next month if you find yourself not doing so well this current month. Also, something else that I love, you guys, this is like the best outline ever. So every single month, you guys, you can change up your moods, you can change up your habits, and I love having the flexibility to do that. My core habits mostly stay the same, but I still love having the flexibility if I want to switch out something and change something up, that I had the ability to do that. Page 12 and 13. So page 12 is a sleep tracker. I've used this as a step tracker in the past, and that worked really well for me. I've seen tons of people use it as a sleep tracker. I personally don't. I use other methods to track my sleep, but I love that that's included. Think about all the mindful things that are included in these planners. That's one thing I always like to highlight. You want to get good sleep, you want to track your mood, you want to check in with your habits, and that's all really in this one-stop incredible wellness planner. So on to page 13. So we have a compassion log. We're going to start moving into some of the prompts that are geared more towards the theme of the month, compassion. So for the compassion log, you're going to write down what is one way you showed compassion to yourself or someone else today. So you're going to do that every single day. Some days I forget, some days I remember, and definitely check out my After the Pins for more look into what my logs look like filled out. Okay, gang, on to page 14 and 15. Page 14 are journal aid prompts. So I'm just going to read one to you so you can see what it's kind of about. Think of a challenge you're facing right now. What would you say to a loved one who's experienced the same challenge as you are? So I love this. This is actually something I always try to incorporate in my self-talk, is talk to myself like I'm talking to a family member or a friend, and just give yourself as much grace as you would give them. Who are people in your life who show you the most empathy and kindness? How do they express it, and how often? Really great prompts that really just give you some time to just be with yourself, journal a little bit, and do some introspective work. Page 15 is a compassion letter. Think of someone living or dead who showed you compassion. Write a letter to them. Is there a specific event that comes to mind, or were they generally compassionate? Are you grateful to them? Why? This is really sweet. I definitely look forward to this. This is very nice. I love the way that this looks. So this is compassion affirmations. So I guess you can write your own affirmations. They also have affirmations included on the app daily. So you can jot those down here. I love the shapes of those. Those just look really fun to fill out and color in. On to page 17, you have a self-compassion postcard. Ooh, I've never done, this is new. This is very, very new. Oh, I love this though. Think of something that tends to make you feel bad about yourself, making mistakes, arguing with a loved one, carrying guilt or shame. Now imagine an unconditionally loving and compassionate friend who can see all your strengths. Write a love letter to yourself. Oh, that's so sweet. This is going to be really fun. I love the way that this looks. This is going to be really fun to fill out. On page 18 and 19, we have a recipe here. The recipes vary every single month, and I love that it's included. I have tried a handful of the recipes. They're very, very tasty. I love that it's included. Just gets you in the mood to try something different, try something new. And I love and enjoy cooking, so it's nice to experiment with cooking. And they even have a spotlight ingredient. Just share some information about a spotlight ingredient included in the recipe. So this month, the spotlight ingredient is actually Brussels sprouts, which helps to support immune system, great source of folic acid, supports healthy bones, lowers cholesterol, and high in vitamin C. So that's not something I actually knew about Brussels sprouts, but we have been having them more often, and I might have to give that recipe a try. This is a notes page, you guys. They typically have a notes page behind the coloring page, which is really good just in case you're using markers or something that could possibly bleed through. It's nice that they have that set up that way. On page 20, we have a coloring page, you guys. Every single planner is going to have a coloring page. They vary month to month and they switch up, and I actually really love owls. I think this is so cute. I definitely look forward to coloring this. I love having phone down time where I can prompt or color, and this really just helps me make time to do things like that, because it actually really does help me to feel my best. Then on the right-handed page, page 21, we have This Is Me. So you're going to go over what your favorite animal is, or if I can go on a trip, I would go to, and do I prefer to be inside or outside? So some things about yourself, just to give you some time to maybe focus on yourself for a little bit, maybe think about some things you haven't thought about in a while, and be able to make this fun and colorful. I actually really do like these. They've been doing these a lot this year, I've noticed. I do enjoy them. Page 22 and 23 is a gridded note page. You're going to find these littered throughout the entire planner for whatever purpose you would possibly use a note page for. It can be multiple things, it can be one thing, but I love to have these throughout the planner, and I use them all the time for one thing or the other. Page 24 and 25. So 24, we actually have a beautiful quote page. Look at these flowers, you guys. I love florals and flowers. I know they're not for everybody, but I just love them. And especially in these fall colorways, it just like is so beautiful to me. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And then on page 25, we actually have a monthly expense tracker. I don't use this super often. I see tons of people use it, but I love that it's included. If you're trying to get in a space where you want to track your finances, this is a great place to do that. It's got the date, it's got the description, it's got the category, and even the amount, so you can track your finances here all in one place. Now we're gonna be moving to what I call a weekly overview. I'm not sure what it's officially called. That's just what I call it because that's kind of what it is. This is like your prep for the week. I always try to do this on a Monday or Sunday to get myself prepped and ready for the week and just set up for success in the best way that I can. So we're gonna start here on this page at the top. So it has the week numbered here, which I think is super cool, just to know, what week we're on. And then below that, we're gonna have the November calendar, and the current week that you're on is gonna be highlighted here, as you can see. Directly beside that, you're gonna have this week, I want to feel prepared, I want to feel rested, I want to feel aligned, whatever that looks like for you. I encourage you to make it big and bold and colorful, or just something that's gonna make you want to and cultivate that feeling throughout the week. You can even add an affirmation or two below, that you can affirm every time you flip to this page. So then we have weekly to-dos, so you're gonna write your weekly to-dos here, and then beside that we have weekly major 3 goals. So this could be 3 things you definitely wanna get done for the week, just to give yourself some focus, because with the mumbo jumbo of everything going on, sometimes some focus is necessary. So sometimes my big 3 goals will be coming from this list, and sometimes there are things outside of this list. But I do like that this is included as well, because I love having focus. It helps me a lot. Below that, we have a habit activity tracker. So this is week to week. This will definitely change. Some weeks I have 5 habits. Some weeks I have no habits and activities. Some weeks I have 2 or 3. And again, if you're trying to incorporate new habits or new activities into your life week to week, then you have the space to do that here. You might not have the same habits, week to week as you would on your monthly one, and I just like being able to use this sometimes and maybe not use it other times. I love having the freedom to do that. So on page 27, we have a meal plan. So it has Monday through Sunday, you guys. The weeks in this planner do indeed start on Monday. For every single day, you're gonna have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So you can meal plan throughout the week, you guys. This helps me a lot, actually, you guys. Seriously helps me to make healthy decisions. Meal planning, meal prepping, it helps me so much to lead a healthy lifestyle. I do have a health and fitness channel, definitely check it out. But this helps me a lot. We always plan our dinners, and it'll help me to plan my lunches and breakfasts as well, just to make sure I'm staying on track to hit my fitness goals. Beside that, we're gonna have a quote: "A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal." Most of the quotes throughout the planner, you guys, will be geared or centered around a theme. So this one is centered around compassion, the theme of the month. And then below that, we have a mind, body, health plan, you guys. I normally write my workouts here. You can write your workout plan if you have Pilates with Janet, if you want to go for a walk, if you want to do meditation, anything, you guys, that pertains to mind, body, health plan. You want to write it down, you guys. I don't know, there's something about writing things down that just like makes things solidified for me. So sometimes writing things down definitely helps me a lot. Just follow through, make sure I'm sticking to certain things, sticking to my guns. So I love to use this for that. Below that, we actually have a shopping list, you guys, which is pretty self-explanatory. Anything you could possibly need shopping wise, you have the space to jot down a list here. And then below that, we have a great food, a great memory, and a great song. So throughout the week, I'll fill this out, or at the end of the week, I will go through a great food that I had, one of my favorite memories for the week, and the song that I've been playing on repeat. So that is the weekly overview. Every single week, you guys is gonna have this beforehand. Alrighty, you guys, so this is what a weekly planner, I guess, looks like. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. But yeah, so this is what a weekly planner looks like. At the top, you're gonna have a one thing. So I've seen people put affirmations. I've seen people put one thing they're grateful for. I typically put one thing I wanna get done for the day. And I'll jot that down here just to have that focus, and it helps me quite a bit. So below that, you're gonna have the weather, mark what the weather is looking like for the day. Below that, you're gonna have the number of the day. So 3rd is a Wednesday, so the day is gonna be spelled out for you. And then every single day is gonna have a long rectangle gridded box for you to write to-do lists, to write gratitude, you guys. I've reflected on my days in these columns before, wrote gratitude in these columns before, just depending on how I'm feeling that week. And I love to, have the best outline ever to really just choose whatever fits best for me that week. Again, like I said, these weeks start on Mondays here. And then something else to note is that Saturday and Sunday do actually split a column. This is not a problem for me, you guys, but if you do have busy weekends and a lot going on, I definitely recommend you can, flow over to the notes page. Every single week is pretty much followed by a note page. So you do have the space to do that there. I can get it on camera for you guys, but down below every single day, you guys, you're gonna have water droplets. This is to track your water intake. Hydrated drinking water is so very important. So I like that that is included. As I mentioned before, every single week is followed by a note page or two, just depending on how the planner falls. So this is 2 gridded note pages, you guys, after the week. So you can, use this for any notes or overflow for weekend plans. So next we're gonna move to what is currently. So you're just gonna have 10-15 minutes to yourself, where you're gonna go over what you're currently loving, what you're currently feeling, what you're currently enjoying, anticipating, wishing, reading, watching, and planning. I just love to have this time with myself to reflect on some things that I'm enjoying and loving, and I love looking back on these. They're just so fun to see where you were at and what you were enjoying and what you were watching. So I just really love to fill these out and to look back on them as well. After this, you guys, the planner is mostly just repetitive. So you're gonna have your weekly overview, your weekly planner. Something I did want to show you is the last day of November is actually a Tuesday. The 30th is a Tuesday. So this last week of November, included in the planner, we'll have the first 5 days of December, which is just something to note. If you're a little late in renewing your subscription or something, you do kind of have some time to purchase it towards the end of November. Definitely check out my link below if you guys want 15% off. Here's what the back looks like, and these are actually made in California. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate your time. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up because that supports me and my channel, which I'm so very appreciative of. And of course, subscribe, comment below for more Silk and Sonder content. Let me know what you guys are looking for. I would love to produce that for you. A huge shout out to Silk and Sonder for partnering with me, being such a great company to partner with. And you guys, of course, check out my link and code below for 15% off. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate your time today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.